Last time on What's Your Damage?
The last Remoraz has fallen. You see that Zhao is kind of hanging out. So you can see that she has some poison left over from before, but good old Jorix took care of the poison that was most recently injected into her. And she looks tired, and she looks bedraggled, and she goes, okay, let's get up, and let's go. And she is walking towards the back of the room, which is about 100 feet away. All of you then, at the same time, feel a rumble beneath you, and underneath you, in the water, underneath the frozen ice, you see an enormous creature swimming past you and to the door that you can kind of make out.
Hey, Jorix, I found the beholder.
I look down carefully at it.
It does not look like a beholder, more like a whale that went crazy. You can see this large brass door, which is strange here because this is the Dwarven city. Burke, when you take the knee, your knee lands upon what feels like a piece of armor. It says the name Odin, and you hear a loud, somewhat song that you know the whales.
Oh no, guys! I shouldn't have shouted because of the crazy whale.
About 50 feet away from where you guys currently are, it breaches, causing the ice flow that you guys are currently on to shift heavily. Since Burke was the furthest one out, he's the one that got hit by the most. There's some ice that flew back, making him lose his footing, and you see him looking back at you as he is sliding down the ice flow towards the water.
I grab my lariat and toss it at him.
I want to hand Jorix the rope I tied to the door and shield surf to them.
The water around your shield is starting to be sucked in like it is sucking you guys in as it is about to breach. The ice flow is now 87 degrees the opposite way. Yeah, you guys were on the top going up.
Oh god, now we're going the other way?
Yeah,
so we're
guys,
under...
Yeah. So you try to throw her, however, her hands grip you and toss you,
Oh.
flinging you to safety as you see Zhao go under the water.
I dive into the water to go get Zhao.
Okot bravely sends... Bravely and angrily shoves Zhao towards Gus. And Gus, you see a Zhao in front of you. And then you see those 6 eyes as Okot is swallowed.
Oh, you guys looking for a Moo Cleric?
All right, let's do this. Fortune flavors are bold.
Option B, poison everyone.
What am I even saying? There's a strong presence of blue jeans behind this door.
There's a sentence that's never been said before. Oh, I rolled good though.
You see that Okot is swallowed by the whale, crazy whale, and
says Okot.
And
everyone knows there's air and you can live inside a whale.
I'm gonna go find Odin.
But Gus and Zhao are pulled up, and
who's pulling them up?
You are.
Oh,
you rolled a 19 on your strength plus your strength line. Yeah, you did.
I didn't know what was happening.
Burke pulls them up to safety. However, you do not see Okot in your midst. In their midst.
Okay. Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Okot has never felt closer to Burke than in this moment. As she's being swallowed by the whale, she's like, I bet Burke is worried sick about me.
I am. I deal with pain.
Okot, you get the sense that you are going further and further down. Mm-hmm. And in the darkness, you hear, oh, no way, you ended up here too?
Fucking hell, is that you, Lifter?
The one and only.
Everyone's heard of the great.
I got myself an idea. And Zhao says, all right, here's what I propose. I'm going to go through that door. I'm going to raise hell. Why don't you guys stay here and see if you can possibly help out Okot? Because we're not losing Okot. There's two people that I can absolutely afford not to lose. Okot is one of them. Odin is the other. Does that make sense?
Seems like we should all save Okot instead of you barreling ahead.
I guess. I don't know what we're going to do. We all just took turns getting ate by that crazy whale.
I feel like I might just be more collateral damage. Well, I'm going to sit on the ice and throw a hammer at a red spot every 2 minutes. I'm not a numbers guy, but that's a lot of minutes. Especially to be in a whale. That's crazy.
No, if the whale pops up, we'll beat the shit out of it until it's dead. Or something. Use bait.
That's a good idea.
What do you think, Jorix?
Well, I'm about as useful as these two right now. Probably less so. If you want to save Okot, we're going to need you here. And if you want to advance, you probably want us anyway because of how these rumors have been going. So going ahead, I veto that plan. I vote no.
What if we just use your powers and shock this shit out of this water until that whale comes floating up? And then we cut it open and we get our friend back. I mean, our partner in walking whatever we're doing.
Man, too bad Thor didn't owe me too.
What?
I used his power to help Castiel. If he owed me another one, I could be like, hey, buddy, shock this water, kill this whale for us, but too many bosses and too little time.
Can't you pray or something? Jesus. I mean, I don't know what that word is, but people keep saying it.
I mean...
Well, I start praying to Thor.
All right, roll me a prayer to the god.
What's a 2?
I don't have religion in my life. I don't have a fish god to pray to. Or do I?
Do. This number is not available.
Is there a fish god that I could be praying to that might come help me now?
Do you have access to any other gods?
Well, Dravine. She's not a lightning... Well, that's a 6. I mean,
do.
I mean, if we're praying to gods,
well, she doesn't like to be picked second.
I mean, I might have some sort of like local river fish god that I pray to that's part of my backstory that we haven't gotten into yet.
Very convenient time to start fleshing that part out.
I have a trout pick. There is precedent. Look, I got fish and blue on all in my armor. I'm just keeping it in my back pocket. There might be a fish god that I know. I've never fought another big fish. There's no other time it would have come up.
Bert, do you know a fish god?
Yes, I do.
Do you want to try to talk to that fish god?
Yes. Okay. Yes, I do.
Okay, pray to your fish god for me, my guy.
I go down to the edge of the water and I take a handful of it and I pour it over my head like a baptism. And then I start praying to my fish god, Wigyu. Wigyu, the larger than normal river trout. Bigger than a normal trout. He guards the river where my lost clan lived. And that's why I don't know every part of the mountain and I make a big deal about it. I don't like being there because I'm from a lost river clan of river dwarves. And Wagyu, is that what I said? He is my weird local god, okay, that I do pray to. Fine.
Okay.
Everyone knows now.
Roll me a religion.
But you see the ripples in the water near where I'm praying so hard.
Roll me a religion check.
15?
Okay, here's what I say will happen. As you pray, as all of you... Did you also pray to Selune?
Yeah,
What'd
I
you
also
roll?
got a 15.
All right, great. Hey, yes, look at this.
Fish moon.
As Jorix and Burke pray to their respective gods, Ouija, Jesus, I forget what it was, Ouija,
Wagyu.
Wagyu, yes?
I forget what it was. It was close to Wagyu.
Selune and Wagyu, respectively.
No, it's fine. You want everyone to be swallowed by this stupid whale. I get it. No, thoughts and prayers don't do anything. That's what we should learn from this.
Suddenly, you see a moonbeam come down from the ceiling, which is strange considering that this is an ice room in a cave. And suddenly, emerging from the sunbeam in the water is a trout?
Larger than normal river trout. Quite large, actually. Like
Large.
you would be like, whoa, that's a monster.
How big is it in comparison to a whale?
It's not as big as a whale. It's like
How big is it in comparison to a person?
it's bigger than a person.
Okay.
Yeah, it's real big. It's like the size of like a few dwarves or a couple guys.
All right. You see this magnificent, monstrous trout appear from this.
Wagyu! He's here! It's a he.
And as you say that, a rush of water starts to... Oh, let's do this.
Uh-oh. Elliot's got a face.
I was born with this, Sadie. I can't do anything about it.
He's got resting mischief face.
Yeah.
Whales are saltwater, right?
It looks like he's up to something
I think-
sneaky.
Yeah, I think they're
They
all
have to
salt.
be. There's
yeah.
a
the
sea.
ocean, yeah.
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 And a trout is a
That's a fresh-
River
freshwater.
trout. It can do like brackish water, I think, is the most tolerant it would be of salts.
So we're going to resolve this in a very, very weird way.
Your fish god dies. You summoned him in the wrong water. Sorry.
No, he's a god. He can come back.
It's his only weakness.
Salt water, no.
Oh, he can teleport, but salt water is his undoing.
No, but the water around him is made fresh.
Oh, cool.
Is it? And
I don't
water
know.
around him being made fresh makes it inhospitable for the whale.
Yeah.
The whale has to breach again to get sweet, sweet air. As these guys are praying to their gods, Okot, you and Lifter, the one and only, are in the belly of the beast, so to speak. And it's cavernous, to say the least. You are stepping in salt water. It's all sorts of damp, and you can barely see in here.
You're nasty in here.
Yeah, and it smells like fish, Blick. And he goes, yeah, you wouldn't believe it, but the way that I got in here is I went through the door.
Oh, God.
There's a beautiful building just across the door. I went through it, looked at some stuff, saw some stuff about Odin.
What? So, what about Odin?
Are you guys in the whale that's cresting right now?
I think we're
You're having the
rewinding.
most casual conversation.
I think we're rewinding
Are
a
you
little bit.
just
This is
sitting on a couch inside this whale?
Yes.
What does it look like? Where are we?
It's the
the Johnny
snake couch.
Carson
What are we doing?
It's
Who
the-
are we to each other?
Yeah, it's the orange couch from Saturday Night Nick.
Is it like the White Lodge? from Twin Peaks. Go inside the whale.
Yeah, that's.
And now you're just like, there's a curtain, and you're like, "Hi, I'm Lifter Deans."
But he goes,
This is happening while y'all are praying and trying to come up with a plan.
but he goes, look, I tried to get out of here, but a bunch of ways. None of them worked. I tried crawling through the mouth. I ended up in a very, very bad place.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I just suggest, I don't know, we'll eventually be eaten by the stomach acid, I assume.
Great.
You will be slowly digested over 1,000 years.
What a way to go.
So, I mean,
At
like,
least I'm here with a friend.
yeah, you are here with a friend.
Yeah.
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 But,
Sure.
well, just because you weren't part of Boys Night doesn't mean that we can't have, well, I guess we're having our own kind of night.
That is accurate.
Yeah. So I went in the next door, the one with the brass door. You know, a bit strange considering that we're in a dwarven city, so on and so forth.
Yeah, there was a lot of hay made about that brass door just a few minutes ago.
Oh, was there?
Too bad you missed it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, it took me like a full 20 minutes to like get my head around the fact that there was a brass door in a dwarven city. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm amazed it only took you 20 minutes. It certainly
That's
took
like
us
2 hours.
Yeah, it took us way longer.
We're still not over, actually.
I might need to get some counseling afterwards about that brass door.
I hear you. I hear you. Yeah.
For sure.
I've
Anyway.
got somebody I can recommend.
Oh, can you? And he goes,
Tim Gann is a surprisingly good listener.
oh, whatever happened to that guy?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. But if you want to just try to stab this thing and see what the hell happens, give it a go.
All right. Can't do any worse than I have been, so, you know.
You're not going to miss. Did you roll a 1?
No, that's
Yeah.
a nat 20.
Boy, where the hell was that, huh?
Fucking A. Like, now I succeed? Okay, great.
You're
Cool.
saving it, building suspense.
All right, you have
It's good storytelling.
Yeah.
you have a friend beside you. Mm-hmm. So roll damage.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, remember that?
I forgot how success works. So let's see.
Instructive for a life. That my life.
Okay. And the critical success is double damage, right?
Yeah.
We're only double damage twice. 18 damage total.
18 damage total. Okay, when you were using your
Dagger.
birds?
Yeah,
Okay.
the birds.
As you stab this thing, you can feel a rumbling, like it did not appreciate that.
Oh, it's going to fart.
He goes, so I mean, like, we could just keep attacking it, hoping that we eventually annoy it enough that it throws us up.
Yeah. Seems like as good a plan as any. You're sure Odine's not down? What was the deal? What did you see about Odine? Okot asks as she's stabbing Agus.
And he goes, yeah, there was just like various artifacts of hers in the next room.
That's creepy, right?
I mean, it's not creepy.
Yeah. Like, who's collecting Odine's shit and building a shrine to her in the underbelly of a mountain? Stab, stab. I mean, that's just fucked up, right? Stab. Somebody's got an unhealthy obsession. Stab, stab.
And it seems like when you do the seventh stab, this thing immediately takes up forward.
Whoop. Oh, here we go.
I think you did it.
Get ready.
All right. Okay. Sunbeam, moonbeam, river fish god, river trout god, monstrous trout god, desalinization of water. I did not plan for any of this. You guys see the darkness from below in this very cold room. Ready in action. This thing's gonna breach. It's not doing well. Just hit it with all you got.
Who's readying in action? Us?
Everybody.
Them? Okay.
Zhao is gonna call down her last bit of magic.
Oh, hey, I'm gonna do my monk thing.
And meditate.
No, not even a little bit.
With her fists.
Yeah, because I can, when I make an attack, I can...
Stunning strike?
Not yet, man. I need to level up, dude.
Oh, damn.
Just once I need to level up. But no, I can make 2 unarmed strikes right
There we
after attacking. So as the fish is swimming upward, I do that.
All right.
Another natural 20.
All right, so this thing breaches. Everybody, whatever you want, just throw it at this thing.
9 damage.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I'm going to have to roll multiple dice at once if this is going to have any.
6 damage.
Hell yeah, fitting.
Are we just rolling damage?
Just make an attack. You're going to hit because this thing is not doing well, we'll say, and it's giant.
Okay.
No, I actually want to go for one of the red spots this time.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit?
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
You're inside of it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
22 hit a red spot?
Yes!
Yeah, what do red spots do?
Thank God. Okay. What, you throw your hammer, I imagine? Thor hammer?
Yeah.
All right.
Unarmed does another 18 points of damage to
Oh, shit.
for the 2 strikes.
So how much do you have altogether?
18 and 18 is...
36?
Yeah.
All right, so 36 plus them. Okay. Gustus got the red glowing spot, which is one of the 6 eyes.
I also hit for like 15. I threw a couple hand axes at it.
Nice.
Okay, and then Jorix sent a sacred flame? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
Just as it comes up, we're like, "Gah, gah, gah, bah, 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 bah."
Yeah. And here's what happens. All of you hit it. It breaches and does its a pained cry. And Gustus, you nail this red glowing spot, and your hammer actually sticks in its eye. It seems to have a lot of trouble with it. And Zhao, using one of the last bits of her magic, calls down a heavenly electricity, whatever remaining energy there was in her shawl, which is now a midnight blue. It goes cloudy and becomes black, and in that red glowing spot, which is your hammer, a lightning from her fingers, like the Emperor Palpatine, emits, electrifying the hammer in the weak spot,
Ooh, right in the brain.
which goes right to the brain, causing this thing to, well, it's kind of like inside, you guys hear an explosion.
Oh.
And then another explosion, and then another explosion, and then another explosion.
Is it Lifter?
Everyone's heard of the great.
Is it supposed to explode?
Do you normally explode?
Not normally.
Let's see.
Only on special occasions.
I imagine it doesn't normally explode. And so what you guys see from outside is that the electricity... only after I have some bean burritos, man.
Oh, well, I hear you there.
You see something inside of its head pop.
Maybe
and
we're
then
at the wrong end.
more things inside of its body start popping. You don't see it, but explosion, then it sinks back and sags. And as this great beast lands on the ice floe, it cracks the ice floe one more time, but this time, instead of causing damage, it leans all of you directly towards the brass door as its mouth opens wide and the tongue lolls out like
Go.
like a carpet that leads that.
Wait a minute. What degree is the ice at?
13.
Okay.
Does
It's
this
safe.
does this whale have whiskers?
No.
Why
Whales
not?
don't have whiskers.
Some of them do.
Do they?
Maybe.
It does not.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna use a harp, make it like a something for a musical.
Well, no, whale whiskers like a really good pull in RPGs, like a quarterstaff weapon.
Oh, shit.
It's like a legendary one. I want like the best quarterstaff weapon in D&D, but I guess not this whale.
Wait, what?
The whale whisker, it's like a generic RPG weapon.
Oh, okay.
I saw Gustus crack a tooth, didn't I?
Uh-huh.
I try
Whale
and grab
whisker.
that tooth on the way out.
Sure.
That too?
Yeah, you see that tooth.
Can I grab it?
Yeah, why not?
Sweet. I have a tooth.
All right, the tooth is like, takes up your torso.
Cool.
All right,
Just footballing it out of there.
yeah. Take from them everything and leave them nothing.
Yep.
All right, you guys, what you guys see is an
Should I
exploded.
take part of the whale?
You see an exploded whale. You see, hey, all that that
Most
ends
of
well.
it's gross. Most of it's floppy and gross.
Yeah, I don't think you
Stinky
want
meat.
any of it.
Do you recall
Maybe
the hammer?
some of the blubber,
Gus?
and that could be good for cooking.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if we
Whale
have
blubber?
time. I don't know if we have time to butcher a whale.
Yeah, Zhao's just like,
I'm cutting a chunk of blubber. It's half exploded already. Just give me a second, okay? You got a tooth.
Zhao opens the door, walks through it.
I hand the tooth to Gus and follow.
We all fought this thing.
You hand me a
Everyone
tooth?
deserves a
I
tiny
drop it.
You broke it. You bought it.
No.
Well, it could make a useful weapon.
You could carve it into
Ew.
a sculpture.
It's not stone.
But
Yeah, but it's so cool.
Oh, actually, yeah, that'd be a good rare carving. I don't know if I could carve it though. I have stone carving tools, not
Bone?
whale
Damn.
tooth carving.
Maybe this is where
I'll figure
you
it out.
branch out.
Sure,
Yeah.
I'll just carry around this giant tooth with me for a while.
I mean, if you don't want it, I can take it back.
No, it's okay. I'm not only
What
at
if
32
you-
hit points or anything. This will help me in combat.
What if you just smash it and take a tinier piece?
Yeah, it's already cracked.
Sure, let's wait for another whale to come around real quick here.
I think if there was another whale, we would have heard it by now.
Yeah.
Look slowly behind himself.
God, I feel like every time I try to do something nice for someone, I'm fucking copitude.
I do
There's
18
no other
to the
whale.
tooth
There's not
to
another
break it
whale.
into a smaller tooth.
You break it into a smaller tooth.
All right. All right, thank you. I'm just a little grumpy because I've been attacked for like 4 hours and I haven't leveled up.
I feel you there, buddy. I do.
I get that, man. I get that.
I think we all feel a little grumpy.
I mean, what's the point of grinding if you don't get anything out of it?
Yeah.
It's the system, man. It's they're dangling a carrot, and the carrot's not real, man.
As you enter the door, you see a building that looks like the buildings in Swenyo. However, it is not Swenyo, in Mulhund. However, it looks much more grand and like it actually belongs here. It looks like it is glistening like Zhao Shao once did. And it seems that the building itself is shimmering a bunch of different colors. You can see a grand door also made of, hold your horses, copper.
Oh shit.
No, brass. It's a brass door.
Oh shit, says Okat.
It's a brass door.
Wait, on the Mulhoon building?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's normal.
I want to find some of this brass.
Okat turns to Lifter and is like, "Is this the thing
Yep.
you saw? This
Yep.
is the like Odin shrine."
Yeah, I don't know if it's a shrine to Odin, but I do know that there's a lot of weird armor and such. And when you... I'm going to just put Jorix here. Jorix.
You've been quiet for a while.
Hello, plot. It's been a while.
You know, we know how we do this. Jorix, I'm going to say that you're walking beside Zhao. And you can see on Zhao's face a moment of recognition and extreme happiness marred by extreme sadness. And she turns to you, Jorix, Plotrix.
Hey, Jorix, did you want any pieces of the whale? Most of us got some.
It's all
We can
yours.
cut one of these sequential eyes out for you.
I'm good with the 2 sequential eyes I have. Thank you.
We can go back through that door. 13 degrees isn't a steep climb, really.
And she looks at you, Jorix, and she says, "This was our stronghold before Swenyo was overcome and defeated."
Wait, are we still inside the mountain?
Are we in Swanyo?
And she goes, "It looks like a simulacrum of it." And you can see that she kind of, she has a little bit of tears in her eyes. And she opens the door, And the first thing that you see when she opens the door is a big main room that has a large blue vase besides a couple of stairs, and the blue vase is also speckled like Zhao Shao once was. You can also see, hey, remember that globe that you had with the 10 candles? Mm-hmm. You can also see one of those. And she says, remember when I gave you that? That is the exact one that I gave you. So somebody remade our old stronghold. And the reason that you need to hold on to that is because that has all the memories of all the Zhaos. So hold on to that.
Will do.
And
this is getting more and more unnerving by the minute.
Any chance someone else made your shoal in here too, so you can just sort of swap those out?
and
I bet you that Jorix is going to be the new Zhao, huh?
And she goes, and you can see that there is a large dining room table, and it has the hide of an animal you haven't seen before because it doesn't exist in the Galean world.
A dolphin?
Yes, it's a dolphin. Oh, no. She goes, that's a delicacy where we're from. We would try to fish tuna, but we always got dolphins in our nets.
Oh, God.
No, it's some sort of horned beast.
It's a cow.
Narwhal.
A narwhal, yeah.
Just because it's got a horn and it's not cute means that its life is worthless. It doesn't go.
And you see that there is a large knife in there. And Burke, this knife looks familiar to you because you used it quite a bit.
I've seen this knife.
When you were Oni.
Yeah, this is the kitchen knife from the racist's house.
Mm-hmm.
Let me touch it real quick.
Mm-hmm. You touch it, and
Yeah.
it's legitimate cutlery.
Whoa! What's this doing here?
And there's a room.
Can I taste some of this meat?
Sure.
Oh! It tastes like a horned beast.
And so Zhao she says
It's a little gamey. It's just, it's good though.
She goes,
It's been slowly braised, I can tell, and then fire roasted.
And she goes, is that a Von Terre knife?
Huh?
Von Terre.
Yeah, it is. That's the name. Sorry, I try not to remember racists' names. I should remember them because I should know who they are. It's just that they bug me so much. Yeah, this is a Von Terre knife. And they make good knives, but they're bad people.
And she goes, well, we certainly didn't have that back in Sueño. And then she immediately goes to the right, and she opens it up, and you see another room full of armors. You can see that this is a lot of different...
Hey! Oh, yes!
It's a lot of different variations on the Gaius armor that you've seen.
That reminds me. We should carve our names, Burke.
And in one of the...
None of this armor looks like it's for me?
You don't...
No,
you
that's
look
fine.
little bit tall. They look a little bit tall for it.
What?
And you can see, however, as you were sizing up the armors to see which, if any could fit you, you do see one of the armors is holding a guard sword from what looks like Zaun.
Hell, look at this thing over here.
Does it have Odin scratched in it?
No, but if somebody wants to make a perception check, maybe I can give you more information.
I'll do a perception.
Here, does anyone want to look at this closely?
Someone else want to do a perception check?
Yeah.
Why don't you see one sword?
Here, I'll hold it.
Yeah,
I'll hold it while you look at it.
I think Okot
I'm
would be
helping.
preoccupied with looking for signs of Odin.
So nobody looks at the sword?
I'm carving my name in my armor.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Jorix tried to look but couldn't.
George, give me another one.
So I rolled a 2 on the first one and
then
a
a
4
2.
on the second one.
How much
Twice
is that?
as good.
How much is that altogether?
10.
That's enough for me. Jorix, although it is a guard sword, and there are many people who have swords like that, it looks like, you remember, it has a little red ribbon around the hilt of it, sort of as a callback for Odin to from where she came from.
Oh, how did I miss this ribbon the first time I looked at it? It's pretty obvious when you actually pay attention.
Yeah, well, I was swinging it around a little bit. That probably made it hard.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, so Odin's sword is here. Her armor's out there.
Why the fuck
That
is
must
Odin?
mean we're close.
Do we need to collect it all to summon Odin? Is that the...
Right? We'll just build, an Odin out of Odin's things and
So let me give you the
an
layout.
Odin golem.
So let me give you the layout in case you guys want to not follow Zhao around. There's the main room, a room to the right, a room to the left, upstairs, room to the right, room to the left. Simple.
Where's the can? I gotta take a whiz so bad.
Hey, can you guys read Dwarven?
Yes.
Yes.
Of course I can. What the hell?
Nope.
Well, I wasn't asking you. I know you can. Because I can't write common. You know that. But yeah, this is my name in Dwarven, and it's impeccable handwriting.
Well, Augustus, you have lovely handwriting.
Here, I know common. Here,
think.
look, this is your name in common, and I write it on a piece of paper and I give it to him.
Well, I
So do
can't.
both.
Oh, it's not. Oh,
Come on, you can do it.
fine. I'm going to roll for handwritten calligraphy?
I actually...
Nat 20.
Oh my god. Well, never mind.
I just invented cursive, and it's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
Look at that.
I'm actually proficient
It's
in
like one
calligraphy
letter
supplies,
just
but
flows to the next one.
Yeah, and I did it with, stone carving tools, too.
Wow.
Yeah, see? You're talented. You could do this all day, all night.
I want to, too.
So what rooms do we have left to explore, Elliot?
You guys have the left room at the bottom floor or the 3 rooms on the top floor.
Maybe this is a better career than sheriff, being some kind of artisan. Because you got your little figures you carve, and you carve that beautifully.
Well, thank you. Hey, do you want me to carve your name into your armor for you? You wouldn't even have to take it off that way.
I'm going to go upstairs
Okay.
to explore.
I was just going to say that too. I want to go to...
I can
Oh,
take it
it'll
off.
only take me a second because I'm so quick.
No. I can take it off. That makes more sense because do it on the inside.
I'm going to
Okay, yeah.
the room that would be Namla's.
Okay, so you're going to the one on the left-hand side, and then Jorix. Which one are you going to take?
I'm just going to go in order from the rooms that are upstairs.
Okay, so are you going to go? You're going to start with? Are you going to stick with
Okot?
Okot?
If she's going in a room, I'll go to a different one.
Okay, so I'll have you
I
on
see
the.
how it is.
Divide and conquer.
All right, so Okot, as you enter the left room, which would have been Namla's room in Mulhund, you see a lot of figurines and garments, as if they're in the process of being woven. You can guess that this is Gaius's room, and you can see that there is a shrine in the middle of it, which is where he would pray. As you look around, you can feel as if Gaius himself was weaving the history of his people into the shawls Zhao has worn. There is one suit of armor here that is rusted and corroded. And Jorix, as you go to the right, you enter a marvelously huge room. It is much larger than the Gaius room, the left room, with a domed ceiling and a glass window. It appears as if sunlight and moonlight are both contained within this room. As you look around, and Zhao is kind of indisposed downstairs, you can see a lot of different shawls, much like the armors that didn't fit either of the mountain boys. These are a bunch of shawls from Zhao's of the past. This also looks like a meditation room. And as Zhao comes up, she kind of races up the stairs to see if it is exactly how she remembers. And when she stands beside you, Jorix, a look of serenity falls over her face. Until she notices one of the shawls hanging on the wall is torn in half.
Wasn't me. Just want to make that clear.
You know, I didn't I didn't think it was you until you immediately denied it. And
I get blamed for a lot of stuff around the other guys. I just want to...
oh, are they keeping a file on you?
They are. Wait, did they share it with you? Is this in the file? Don't put this in the file, please.
Quixis told me about it.
Hey, Burke. Now that George is gone, don't you think it's weird that he's the only one who didn't want part of the whale?
Yeah, he's hiding something.
Do you think
about this whale?
And he didn't really help in that fight either. Do you think he summoned the whale and he wanted it to? We should add it to the file.
Oh, it's in the file. It's in the file. It's all going in the file. He sort of helped.
I feel like he was helping enough to like be like, no, I helped, but he didn't want to help.
Yeah, I don't want to say he did next to nothing. But
he did next to nothing.
He might be on the sides of the crazy whales.
Well, it's in the file.
Either that or he summoned it to have an exciting thing happen because he thought maybe we had hit a boring patch. I don't know. I don't know what his method is. I don't know what his motivation is. I trust him completely, but I love keeping tabs of all the weird stuff that he makes.
Good work, Deputy.
You gotta stay sharp with your detective skills, even when there's absolutely nothing to investigate.
Yeah, and even when you decide you want to abandon that career and become an artisan.
Hey, I mean, you could be a cop and an artist, too. Can you?
Well, if the town's so peaceful, there's no crime to solve. It'll be like crime solving and figurine sales hybrid business.
I want to walk up to the corroded armor in the Gaius room, and just like lay a hand on it. Does this look like the armor that taught me all the monk stuff?
Yes, it looks like that.
Yeah, I put my hand on it, and not knowing what else to do, I just say, like, Gaius? Are you here?
And now this will be interesting. All right.
Shit.
So Zhao was with you, Jorix, and she, like, seeing the torn shawl, she immediately goes to Gaius's room, and she comes in right when Okot says, "Gaius, are you here?" And she looks at the armor and she goes, "This is all a message." And she goes, she says to you, Okot, "Come with me into the center room if you wouldn't mind."
Okay.
And Jorix, are you still hanging out in the right room?
No, I'll follow along.
Okay. So the three of you upstairs with Gus and Burke keep writing. Very suspiciously quiet. All of a sudden, she goes. Zhao goes, "Okay, so if I can understand this, Odine's breastplate, then Odine's sword. The Gaius armor is rusted. My shawl is torn.
Oh.
Oh. What does she have here?"
Oh.
And as Zhao opens the center door, you see that this is what looks like a sort of command room where Zhao and Gaius would oftentimes plan, right? You see a large circular table, and in the center of the table is a blade that looks very familiar, an old blade that you used to train with when you were a kid. And the blade is stabbing through a red necklace.
What the fuck?
And outside, you see a walkway, a narrow walkway that goes into a swirl And there you see a desk with a tall, thin figure seated behind it, looking up at the three of you, smiling, and motioning you to come down.
I look at Zhao. Does any of this... Who is that?
And she goes, I don't know. I haven't seen him, but I know somebody in this room that has, says the DM, and that would be this guy, Jorix. You saw this guy earlier. Way earlier. Back in the Dwarven caves.
Aren't me and Burke with them? Didn't we join
Oh, didn't I
back
thought you
up?
guys came, I thought you guys were still downstairs.
Well, I thought when we saw them come back
Oh,
out,
you guys
we-
went up? Okay, yeah. So then Boys Night would be familiar with this person because that is the one who sent the Iron Man,
Iron Kobolds?
Iron Kobolds after you.
Oh, yeah. I remember this guy.
You do?
He sucks. Yeah.
What?
He sent Uck after us before Uck became our friends.
He introduced us to Uck, but they were trying to kill us at first.
That's... You have the most complicated friendships.
Well, you gotta give people second chances. Even kobolds.
Fair. Does this guy look like the type of guy we should give a second chance?
No.
Okay.
Not right now.
Okay,
He
good.
tried to kill us.
Yep. Okay, that's what I thought.
But he is smiling at the five of you and Lifter
And doing a Morpheus.
and, yep, calling you all down. And Zhao goes,
Let's go down and beat the shit out of this guy. I mean, beat him until he poops himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'm just
Which
wondering if we
happens
can
when
do
you
it.
die.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. We hit him with these weapons, he dies, and then he poops himself. I think that's what I meant.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
understood.
Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. And Okot
Death is gross, but I'm gonna do it to this guy.
strides purposely back to the table and yanks the blade out of it and grabs the red ribbon and
Yoink.
stuffs it in her pocket.
okay.
You said this is like a war planning room or whatever. Are there like figurines people used to like represent like armies on it?
Are there minis?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I could get into. There's got to be a huge market for that with all the generals in this
Oh,
world.
painting them is a bitch, I'll tell you what.
And,
It's half the fun.
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's also hard.
and,
I've never done it. I'm just pretending.
Zhao, any chance you can use any of those shells that were in that other room? Because I feel like we're going to need all the ammo we can get.
and she goes, my guess is that the person who made this likes to mock, but let's try it. And she goes, and she puts the shawl around her. And it was a good idea. However, it looks like it is just cloth. And she can't, like, summon any magic from it. She goes,
Damn it.
well, if I'm going to, whatever happens, I'm going to go down wearing
Wearing your colors.
my colors. And so she goes downstairs, and you see a back door, and she walks through it, and you guys all join her.
Yeah, I'm right on her heels.
And Lifter's kind of scoping it out.
Just a quick point of reference. I'm assuming that Evangeline made me train with live blades and not wooden ones, because that seems like her style, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So this blade is hella sharp.
I
that
would
I've
imagine
got.
so, yeah.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
So yeah, you can have a sword.
It'd be really
you
embarrassing
guys-
if I just went up and hit him with a stick.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you guys think about Lifter, do you guys just picture a big grasshopper wearing cowboy hat
More or
and
less.
vest?
Sort
Yeah.
of.
Praying mantis.
Yeah.
Or,
And a cowboy hat and, like, 8-legged jeans.
or who's the guy from Brack Show?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that guy. Yep.
I think of him sometimes.
As you guys are walking,
There's the violence. There's the blood spray.
That seems like his style.
you see Anelian behind the desk, and he goes, well, I didn't think any of you would make it this far except for Xiao. Hello, My name is Anelian.
You killed my father.
Anelian.
Wait, you're an alien?
So close.
No,
Anelian.
he said Anelian.
Oh, sorry.
Anelian.
His weird elven accent threw me off.
I think he said an elephant. He's an elephant.
And he goes, I am surprised that you're all here. I'm
Frankly, so am I. Let's just be real.
Wait, you're the worst one, right?
Yeah, I think
fifth
he is.
best one.
Even he's aware.
Half of one, half a dozen of the other. No. 6 dozen is half.
6 of one.
You got it.
6
Is
of one.
half of what you want.
You're nailing it.
6 dozen is half of what you want.
Yeah, give it to him.
And he goes,
Say some more fractions.
and he goes, I don't know if any of these people are sharp enough to understand. However, I imagine that not even you, Zhao, are dumb enough not to get the messaging. And she looks,
Are all blade singers dicks?
Yes.
Because
yes, they
all
are.
of the ones
Sorry.
I've met are total dicks.
yeah, they're...
You're a dick, dude. Stop being a dick.
And, no, he's not going to do that.
He's,
And she goes, so,
he's a villain. He's villainous.
Yeah, he's dickus.
Yeah, being a big dickus.
and so,
Dickus.
and so she goes, I'm assuming that you guys have figured out the same thing that I have figured out, which is that Odin is the next Gaius. And he nods, and she goes, and I'm assuming,
No, I had just said a minute ago that I thought it was Jorix, and now I feel so dumb. I was just a minute ago. Ow.
Burke is
What?
saying this out loud.
You all heard me too, and I know it. God, I feel so dumb.
Wait, what is...
I feel dumb.
I didn't...
This
what
guy
did-
makes me feel like I'm in danger, and then I'm dumb. I hate him.
I didn't hear you say any... What is going on?
I said maybe
What?
Jorix was the next guy. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
when we were back in
Oh,
the house or whatever, the sanctuary,
okay.
and turns out I was wrong, and then it's Odin, and that's cool too. But
Yeah.
like, that's not what I said.
Girl Gaius, that seems awesome.
and she goes, I am assuming that for some reason you have her right now. And, I assume that she wants me dead. And the reason that she wants me dead is Evangeline.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant Odin. I was... Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm assuming that Evangeline...
Names help.
I'm assuming that Evangeline has Odin, and that the reason that Evangeline has shown this to me, all of this, is that, if Odin dies, then the Gaius line dies, and if I die without finding my Gaius, then my line dies. Am I understanding this correctly? And he goes, mm-hmm. And she goes, but she definitely wants me dead. And he goes, oh, you know that for sure. And she goes, okay. And so I've been poisoned twice. And he goes, mm-hmm. And I assume that after you, we're going to run into her. Yes? And he goes, oh, most definitely. After we're all beat up and hurt.
Yeah, boss fight.
And he goes, yeah, that's exactly the measure of it. And she goes, but you're here as a check to see if I'm actually all the way poisoned, right? And he goes, yeah, you're actually you're pretty clever. How old are you? You've gained that wisdom. And she goes, okay.
Hey, that's rude.
That's super
You
rude.
don't ask the ages.
I told you, he's a dick.
And she goes, okay. So I'm going to tell you that my friend here, Jorix, has helped me out, and he has removed one of the poisons. So what do I need to do if I want Odin to survive this? And he goes, well, and he pulls out 3 different vials. He goes, I just need you to drink all 3 of these, and then we will not harm Odin.
That sounds like a trap.
And she goes, do you have another plan?
Kill him?
I think if
I
we
vote for kill him.
try to kill him, I fear that something bad could happen to Odin. Am I right on this? And he goes,
Maybe I should taste all of the potions first to see if they taste.
We know they're poisoned.
just to make sure. I'd take a tiny sip of each to make sure they taste bad or are poison. Why 3? Why not just 1?
Oh, they all have to work together in a very, very particular way.
I'm not a fan.
Yeah,
of
now
this.
I
I'm
want to
just gonna-
taste them more.
Oh, you're more, and he says you're more than welcome to taste them.
I think that's.
Okay.
I think it's Burke. I think it's a trap.
Me, I'm going to grab them right now.
Don't. I mean, if you're gonna
One,
kill yourself,
I take a
go
little
ahead.
sniff.
I jumped in a whale earlier, so I can't really.
And
I have no
does
leg
it
to stand on.
smell? What does it smell like?
Noxious. What
Ugh.
the green one smells noxious. The
Okay, what's the
red one
what's the next? The red one.
smells sweet.
What does it smell like? Hey, this one smells pretty good.
Burke, just to remind you one more time, that's poison.
They're all poison.
Why are we feeding each other poison? What's
Well,
happening?
I think Zhao has to poison herself willingly in order for us to get through whatever fucking trap this is.
I don't.
Yeah, I know. I don't either. Is there?
What does the third one smell like?
The third one smells fecund.
What?
Smells like earth after it's rained.
Oh. Do you need the whole vial? Because a couple of these are interesting.
Again, poison. Just
I know, but what if I cook the poison out of them or something?
I don't know if that's how it works.
And I still get the flavors.
I'm not a cooking scientist. I don't know.
Yes, new flavors are you gotta experiment. Okay, fine, I'll leave it alone. And I just put them all back.
Is there
walk
anything
back.
I know about Evangeline that would help me in this situation?
You know that this is definitely a trap. You
Yeah.
know that when she says she is, that she is stacking the game in her favor.
Of course.
You know that she is definitely going to try to poison
Zhao.
Zhao.
Okay.
And you know that she is not bluffing about having
Odin.
Odin.
Who is
mean,
not
those-
bluffing this?
Those are all
This
things I
guy?
already knew.
Yeah,
What's
Anelian's
this guy's name? Elior?
An elephant.
An elephant? Okay. All right. I walk up and I say, hey, I might not be that sharp, but you know what is sharp? One of my hand axes! And I hand axe right at his face.
okay.
Oh dear. Says Okat.
What did
You're lucky because I only rolled a 2, which means I got like a...
Okay, immediately his blade song activates. He dodges and he strikes you back.
No, that's fine.
That's 22 in one quick motion. He dodges your attack.
I don't like that sound. That's a lot of dice rolling.
And he
I don't care.
and he strikes you back for 18 points of damage.
Oh, okay. I can take it.
And then he takes out his second blade. He goes, Zhao, I am here as an emissary for Evangeline. Unfortunately, the mistake that you made was that you came with a bunch of people that you care about. And he looks at Okat and he goes, and unfortunately for you,
Oh, hey, don't blame her. She told us to go home like a bunch of times.
She did. It's kind of our fault, actually.
and he goes,
I just think you're a dick.
you says as blood spurts out of you.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
that's how I roll.
suspicion confirmed. I thought he was a dick before. Now I know it.
Yeah, and he's removed all doubt. And
When
he-
someone tells you who they are, believe them.
Captain Awkward. And he goes, so I don't actually want to fight any of you because, to be frank,
Because you're fifth.
I think you're all below my notice. However,
That's cute.
I will kill all of you, except for you, Zhao, and I will let you watch Odin get killed. So just drink the poison. You may walk past me, and I will keep my blades sheathed unless you guys want to start something. Then I will end it. Sound good?
No, none of that sounds good. I mean, I know you're not offering us a choice. I know that, but I would just like to go on the record as saying none of this sounds any fucking good.
Yeah, and I just want to say that. Ow. But that's it.
I turned to Zhao and I'm like, Zhao, can I talk to you for a second?
Okay, yes.
And we huddle up.
Just huddle up.
Just very quietly, like, okay, Odin is the next Gaius. Who is the next Zhao? And where does that figure into all this? Because I feel like that's a piece that's been overlooked.
It's Jorix.
And she looks at you and she goes, I don't know who the next me is going to be. I don't know who the next Zhao will be, although I have a strong suspicion of who it will be. And they are part of this party right now.
Oh, it totally is Jorix, isn't it?
You guys don't think it's me, do you?
I wouldn't.
Nope.
I wouldn't say that. Oh God.
Okay, well,
It could be me saying it could be me.
it might be Burke. It could be.
No, it's
That's
I forget-
fine.
No, it's
I
surprise.
do believe in Wagyu.
Well, you just met him, so that makes sense.
No, surprisingly, unbeknownst to all of us, it's actually Lifter. Yup.
Everyone's heard of the great.
No, she goes.
Yep.
No, she goes. No, I think you can kind of guess who I'm thinking might be the next me, the next Zhao. And she looks at you.
Is it someone who fights with a shawl that isn't Zhao?
I mean,
who went through special training to learn my fighting style.
oh shit.
So
Oh,
you can't die, she can't die. Get it?
okay.
All right.
Great.
But I can die. And so with that, she takes the 3
Oh
and,
my fucking god.
and she drinks it. And he goes, that's all we needed. How are you feeling, Zhao? And she goes, not great. He goes, perfect. He goes, and he looks at the rest of you, and he goes, well, I'll be seeing you. And he steps.
Fuck you very much.
And he steps aside, and the door behind him opens, and you can hear laughter.
I pull out my bee pipe.
Get wrecked.
And I discreetly blow a bee at an alien, because fuck that guy. It's not going to do anything to help us, but maybe it'll annoy him. And that's the best I can do right now.
Okay. You send a bee his way. It hits him.
I don't know why I made that noise.
The bee makes that sound. He's like, oh, gross.
It's a farting bee.
Yeah. Super annoying.
The worst of bees.
And
I hope it
He
stings
just
you.
farts. He farts the stinger right at him. Projectile.
I hope it stings him right in the dick.
And so before she enters the last door with the 5 of you, she turns back to all of you and she says, okay, I may not get the chance to say any of this with whatever's going to happen, but here's what I need from all of you, okay? A, I need you all to understand how grateful I am to have known each and every one of you. That's what
Who's
I need you
saying
all.
this right now?
Zhao.
That's Zhao.
Okay.
So she goes, Zhao says, as she looks at all of you, she goes, I may not get the chance to say this with whatever may happen in the next room, but I want you all to know that I am extremely grateful to have known all of you and to have worked beside all of you. I am grateful for everything that you have done for me and for my people, and I will never forget that. I need you all to know that. I have loved adventuring with you, and I have loved working with you and looking at you all as friends. I am really sorry that we are here now. I am really sorry that you are here with me. I don't want any of you to get hurt. And I am sorry if I have been abrupt, and I am sorry that I have been secretive, and I am sorry that I have not spent nearly as much time as I wish I had. However, time has been short for me.
Zhao, stop apologizing.
But But I want you all to know that whatever happens, you will always have my gratitude and my thanks. You brought Namla back, and I am so grateful that I got to see her again. And you have saved me when I should have died, and that should have ended our line. And I'm so grateful. Whatever happens, you keep Okot and you keep Odin safe. I do not matter in this fight. All that matters is that I get to Evangeline and that you all survive. Understand?
Got it.
I think so.
All right.
I think it means that I'm the new Jack. I'm the new Jack.
You absolutely are. Great job. You're going to be great. You are going to be marvelous.
Yeah, I could do it.
And she looks at you, Jorix, and she says, please keep that orb safe.
Will do. And this isn't going to do what happened in the last room, but we can at least hope it can take the edge off. And I try one more lesser restoration on her.
Nice.
And as you do that, you can see that the shawl that was like a dress shawl, it illuminates with a little bit of magic. And she goes,
Nice.
thank you. And she takes off her shawl and she makes it into a blade and a hammer. And she goes, we know what we got to do. And she marches forward.
They like shrimp, I think. Tiny shrimp. Krill, they're called.
Brill? Is that a word?
Krill?
Krill?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that what they like?
Yeah.
All right.
Ghost
When I
face
use a
Krilla.
strange word, it's the right one. I'm just kidding.